Hey beauties! Welcome to our first tutorial for this year 2023. Hope you all enjoyed your holiday and rested well. I did. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make patterns for this halter neck empire top. It's very simple and straightforward. I'm rocking mine with my milkmaid classic pants. Now the tutorial on how to make this pant from start to finish is on my online school. Now check the link in the description box below to sign up and access this tutorial along with many other tutorials for just 12 euros or 8,000 naira. The class also includes a one-to-one live class where I will help you to fit your pants at no extra cost. Yeah, I'm cool like that, you know. Okay, so back to our halter neck class. Now go and grab all your pattern making tools. Let's start drafting our patterns. And as always, please remember to like and leave me a comment below. If you haven't already subscribed yet, please don't hesitate to do so. Thank you.
So to start drafting patterns for our umpire halter neck top, we're going to be tracing out our basic bodice block. I guess you are very used to this by now. Okay, so once you trace out your bodice block, I've already traced out mine. This is the front part. The next thing is you're going to go ahead to draw your bust circle. Now, in case you're confused on how to draw your bust circle, I already have a tutorial where I showed how to take your bust radius and use this radius to draw your bust circle. So check my milkmaid top tutorial, my milkmaid dress tutorial. So you're going to find out how to do this. It's pretty simple. Okay, so once you've done that, the next thing you're going to do is you are going to determine where you want your umpire cut to start from. So for me, I don't want it to start directly under my bust. I want it a little bit lower, so you can decide wherever you want yours to start. So I want mine to start about 1.5 cm below my bust, my under bust. 1.5 cm. So I just place my meter rule just like this, and then I'm just going to rule a straight line just like this. So this is where my umpire cut is going to start from. Okay, so the next thing would be for us to contour the bust, this under bust, just to take in a little bit so that to give it a bit of shape here. So to do that, you're just going to, on the first dart leg here, you're going to take off 1 cm. So I'm just going to mark 1 cm, and then on this other dart leg I'm going to mark 1 cm as well. Okay, so you're going to extend this this mark here, you're going to extend it to your bust point and all the way down to where your umpire cut is going to start from. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do now is we are going to take off, because I'm going to use a stretch fabric for this dress, so I don't want a dart. So we're going to eliminate our dart here. These are our waist darts, and you're just going to measure the value of your waist dart. So place your tape measure and measure it. I have 3 cm here, so you go to your side seam here and then you mark your dart value. Okay, so the next thing will be for us to drop the armhole. Just drop your armhole with about 1.5 cm from here, and then take it in about 1.5 cm to give it a better fit. So somewhere here, from here to here is 1.5 cm. Now you're going to connect this point now to your waistline. So you connect it nicely just like that, and then you're going to connect your waistline to your hemline, wherever you want your top to stop. Okay, then the next thing is you can decide to leave this like this, or you can decide to make a slight curve somewhere here. So from this my empire cut line, I'm going to take it up about 1.5 cm. So I'm going to mark here from this line here, take it up 1.5 cm, and then I'm going to draw a slight curve. Okay, just like this. So the next thing would be for us to put our notches. So this is now my new dart. So I'm going to place notches, let's say about 3 cm from my dart leg, my first dart leg. From this dart leg, I'm going to place 3 cm. The reason why I'm placing these notches is to be able to control the gathers for my umpire cut on top. So I'm also going to place 3 cm here to also control the gathers. So these are just notches. Okay, good. Now the next thing would be for us to cut off the upper parts. Now we want to cut off the upper part so we can close these darts, because we do not need our shoulder dart for this halter neck top. Okay, so to close our dart is very easy. We're just going to slash through the middle point of our dart, this part, and then slash it up to our bust point. And then you're going to cut on one leg of your darts. Just cut on any one of them so you can close the darts. Okay, so now you're going to take this one and overlap the darts just to close it nicely. Now we have a little wonky line here, so we're just going to correct it, straighten it out just like that. So the next thing would be for us to also contour the armhole, because we don't want this part to gape. So now from your shoulder tip here, you're just going to draw a straight line all the way down to your bust point or your apex. Just like this. And then you're going to on your bust circle here, you're going to take in or take out whichever, about say 1 cm or 0.7 cm. It really depends on you. Okay, and then you connect it nicely all the way to your bust point. And then you connect this from here all the way to your shoulder tip. Okay, so once you've done this, now you're going to slash through this middle line here. This middle line here, you slash through it so that you can overlap this. We actually want to take out this excess. That's what we want to do. Take out this excess here, this one, so that we'll be able to contour our armhole to prevent it from gaping. Okay, so now you're going to overlap this so that you can close it very nicely. Again, you can redraw your shoulder line. Anyway, we don't even need that part. Okay, so now you're going to determine how deep you want your neckline to be. So for me, I'm going to measure from my bust line upward, say about 3 cm. So that's how deep I want my neckline to be. And then I'm going to use my French curve just to connect from the tip of my neckline here all the way down to the depth. Now you can actually use your straight ruler to just draw it straight. It depends on you. Okay, so once you've done that, the next thing will be you're going to determine how wide you want your halter strap to be. So I'm going to use about 5 cm. So I'm going to measure from the tip of my neckline here 5 cm. So this is where my 5 cm is. Okay, so from this point now, I'm going to connect this point down to my armhole. Okay, so that means that we don't need this part anymore. So I can already strike this part out. Okay, so now we're going to lengthen or we're going to add strap to make it halter neck. Okay, so now you're going to determine how long you want your halter neck to be. So just place your tape measure or your meter rule on your shoulder tip or your neckline tip, just like this. Yeah, be sure to make a straight line, yeah, something like that, and determine how long you want it to be. So here I'm using about 50 cm, and then the width is going to be 5 cm. So I'm just going to connect it from here all the way down. Okay, and then so this is going to be my halter neck pattern. So now let me cut it out for you so that you can see it very well. So this is how your halter neck pattern is going to look like. Nice, right? Okay, you can make it deeper if you like. You can make your armhole deeper if you like. All right, so and for the bottom or the lower part, you can just cut this part off. Okay, so this is how the lower part is going to look like. Now remember, we don't need this dart anymore, so I can already strike this part out. Okay, don't worry about this opening here. This part is going to be gathered. All right, so the next thing for us to do now is to work on the back side. So for the back side, you're also going to trace out your back bodice block, and then you are going to first of all drop it down from the armhole 1.5 cm, just like we did for the front, and then you take it in 1.5 cm, just like that. Okay, so for the side seam here, we are also going to eliminate the darts because we don't need that for this halter neck top. This top is going to be cut with a stretchy fabric, so that is why I'm ignoring all the darts. Okay, so you take the value of your dart, this is 3 cm, and then you're going to take it off from here 3 cm. So you're going to connect this point now all the way to these other points, and then you connect this nicely to the end, to your hemline. Okay, so that means we have already eliminated these darts. Okay, now you're going to determine how deep you want your back to be. So from the center back here, that's my center back, and this is my bust line, I'm going to take it up maybe about 2 cm. So it depends on you. You can bring it lower than your bust line. It really depends on you. And then you're going to connect it nicely to this part here, because the back is actually the back is actually open, so you just connect it nicely just like that. So this is a lot straightforward. Now let me cut it out so that you can see this pattern as well. Okay, so this is how my back pattern looks like. So in all, we actually have just about 3 pattern pieces, but then again we need to make a facing for the back side. So I'm going to just create a facing for the back side so that it will look nice and neat. Now you're going to determine how long you want your facing to be. It can be of any length, and let me say I'm going to use about maybe 8 cm or thereabouts. Anyway, it depends on you. It depends on what you really want. So this part is going to be our facing for the back side. So you're going to place your tracing paper over it, and then you're going to trace out this part and then add your seam allowance. So once you've done that, that's really all we need for this top. We need just about 4 pattern pieces for this top. It's pretty easy and pretty straightforward. Now, as usual, I'm going to trace off my pattern pieces, add my seam allowance, and then walk you through how many pieces are going to be cut. So my patterns are all traced out and I've added my seam allowance. Let me quickly walk you through the pattern pieces. Now this is my center back facing. This is going to be cut 1 on fold. So this part is going to be placed on the folded edge of the fabric. That's why there's no seam allowance here. And then this is the upper section, the center front upper section. This is going to be cut 2 on fold. We'll need 2 pieces because we will use one of them to turn it. One of the fabric pieces is going to act as lining. Okay. And then this is my center front piece. This is going to the lower section. This is going to be cut 1 on fold. Then this is my center back piece, and this is going to be cut 1 on fold. So in all, we've got 4 pattern pieces. So this is going to be where we're going to stop our class for today. In our next class, I'm going to be showing you how to cut your fabric and then how to stitch this halter neck top. So thank you very much, and I hope you really do enjoy this class. If you found this tutorial helpful, please don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about the tutorial. And if you're not already subscribed yet, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. I'll see you again in my next class. Bye bye.